You know, every once in a while, a movie comes along that doesn't just entertain you, it reminds you of why you fell in love with movies in the first place. And I admit, I did not expect that movie to be Project Hail Mary, because what this thing does, it feels like stepping back into a time when movies had heart, when they had scale and purpose, and yeah, maybe even a little bit of grace. Now, look, I don't usually do new movie reviews, brand new reviews on this channel. That's not really what ABA Pop Culture is about. But when something hits this hard and this right, and honestly feels like it's made for this audience, everything that we've been looking for, I've got to talk about it, because Project Hail Mary isn't just another sci-fi movie. It's a reminder of what we've been missing. And for those who haven't seen it yet, the story is based off of a novel, and it is about a man who is brought in to help save the world, essentially. And eventually he wakes up alone in deep space with no memory of why he is there, all of those kind of things. And the movie is told partly through flashbacks. We see how he got here. We see what he's trying to do, and he might just be the last shot at saving Earth. It's simple. It's a high concept, but it is told in a way that feels very grounded and very human the entire time. And you start there with the star power. The lead in this is Ryan Gosling. This is a movie star movie, something that we don't get very much anymore. Project Hail Mary is built around the central performance of Ryan Gosling that carries the whole film the way movies used to. And Ryan Gosling absolutely locks in here. He knocks it out of the park. This is him doing the kind of performance we just don't get enough anymore, where you're with him every single second, confused, scared, problem solving, breaking down, being emotional, being defeated, and then rising back up. And there's long stretches where it's just him reacting, thinking, figuring things out, and he sells every single second of it. Not overplaying it, not irony, no distance and moodiness, just a guy in an impossible situation trying to do the impossible, and you believe him, you believe in him, and you want him to succeed. Just because of his own charisma and what he is doing, he pulls you along with him. But what really hit me with this thing is the old school filmmaking. Real sets, practical effects, you can feel the space, you can feel the texture. When Gosling is not alone, he meets a alien buddy, and it becomes this incredible friendship with a rocky alien that is a puppet. He's not CGI, he's not AI, and everything about that comes through in the production. They leaned heavily into building physical environments, lighting them for real, and letting the camera just sort of live in those spaces, and you can feel it. So when Gosling is moving through the ship, interacting with controls, even interacting with Rocky, dealing with problems, it all has weight. It's not just green screen noise. It's tangible, it's real, it's touchable. It reminded me of like the first time you saw Star Wars, or the lived in world of Alien, or the grounded sort of physical tension that you experience in Jaws, in a claustrophobic small situation with three men on a boat. It's where the filmmaking itself makes you believe, and the movie star sells it even more, and the story is something that is universal and everyone can get behind, not because any of it is perfect, but because it feels so real. And then here's the part that will probably surprise you if you go to a lot of modern movies. This movie's not one of them. This movie has true heart, has truly great writing and acting performances and all of that too, but like real heart to it, emotion. As the story unfolds, Ryan Gosling's character Grace starts to understand his mission and what's at stake. It becomes less about survival and more about connection, about responsibility, about choosing to care. No cynicism. He has this connection with this alien friend of his. They learn how to communicate. They learn how to bridge the gap between what's different between them and work to a common goal. All of those things just come through. There's no cynicism. There's no let's subvert expectations just because. No anti-hero gray area where nobody stands for every or anything at all. This story is about sacrifice, connection, love of humanity, love of others, and the idea that we can rise above anything and accomplish anything when it matters. It believes in people, and man, we do not get enough of that anymore in movies. At its core, Project Hail Mary is about something much bigger than survival of the two characters that we follow along on this journey, bigger than survival of the planets that they are trying to save. It's about the indomitable human spirit, and I don't say that lightly. And there are things that you can't miss when you watch this. There are things like the connection to the movie Rocky, which was built as 1,000,000-to-1 shot, a triumph against all odds of human spirit. So they tie that to Rocky. They reference Rocky in the movie multiple times. They reference Adrian in Rocky. They talk about the movie. Those things are connected because they're about the same thing. Overcoming against all odds that the human spirit, that the human person can do if they believe in themselves and they have faith and they work and they just refuse to give up. There is a tie there, and ultimately it's choosing to do the right thing even when no one is watching, when no one can watch, even when it costs you everything, even when you don't think you can do it and when you don't want to do it. And watching Gosling play that evolution is incredible. He goes from confusing, like his confusion of what's happening, to understanding, to acceptance of what has to be done. And that's where the movie lands, because honestly, there's something about the movie that feels almost spiritual. The movie is called Hail Mary, and his name is Grace. And you have Hail Mary, full of grace. Okay, that's unmistakable. You can't miss that. But the movie, you feel the faith and hope, and that those things still matter, and that the human spirit and working together to accomplish something impossible for others, those things still matter, and it's not undercut or quipped constantly. So yeah, I didn't expect to come out of this movie saying all these things, but when you see things being undermined constantly, a character does something nowadays and it has to have a cynical joke to undercut the real emotion. It has to have something to let you off the hook, to poke fun at, traditional caring about anything and anyone. This movie doesn't do that. Honestly, I thought about this movie, and immediately at the end, I was like, yeah, I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound cheesy, but I totally mean it. Project Hail Mary is full of grace. And if you've been watching movies lately and wondering why don't they feel like they used to, this is a movie that you need to see, because this is what it looks like when movies remember what they are supposed to be and what they are supposed to do. And if this could just be a sign of things to come, then maybe we are not as far gone as we think. And that's what I got for you. Go check out Project Hail Mary. I highly recommend it. Support it. We need more movies like this, more movie stars like this, more writing like this, more filmmaking like this. And the way to do that is to go out there and check it out yourself. And that's what I got for you this time. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Like I said, I don't normally do new movie reviews, but this one hit that hard, and I appreciate you checking it out. But until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. I know.